First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Play clock winding down. First and 10 for Dalton. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And the play clock's running down. Dalton. Complete out right to Kurz. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they run with Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. Dalton now to pass. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On the toss, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. And Dalton to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start out with a run from Procise. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. Caught. It's Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because
and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll revert there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mixon, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the game there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second down, Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week.